Chinese political system is exceptional in modern history, centered around one of the most sophisticated and enduring personality cults ever constructed. The veneration of Kim's family, what is it exactly? Is it a sophisticated personality cult, or does it cross into the realm of a quasi-religion? We'll explore the unique symbols, rituals, and narratives that have elevated Kim Il-sung and later his son and grandson to the status of almost holy figures among their people. Why do all North Koreans wear badges with the leaders' portraits? Why are their photos displayed everywhere from homes to public buildings? And what's behind the belief that everything said and touched by the leaders became sacred? Let's uncover the rituals, symbols, and narratives that sustain this extraordinary phenomenon. Annyeong! Welcome to Chuseon Chronicles. Kim Il-sung's cult of personality is exceptional in both its intensity and structure. While inspired by the personality cults of Mao in China and Stalin in the Soviet Union, Kim's system far exceeded its predecessors. Kim Il-sung's reign lasted nearly 5 decades, and his legacy did not end with his death in 1994. His power was seamlessly transferred to his son Kim Jong-il and later to his grandson Kim Jong-un, transforming the Democratic People's Republic into what many will describe as an absolute communist monarchy. For North Koreans, the Kim family's power is both unquestioned and regarded as a blessing. The personality cult persisted for 3 generations, and now there are speculations that it may extend further to Kim Jong-un's daughter, Kim Joo-e, or another family successor. One distinguishing feature of North Koreans is their label pins depicting the portraits of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. These pins are one of the most visible manifestations of the regime's personality cult, as wearing them is mandatory for all North Korean citizens leaving their homes. These badges serve as a kind of mini icon symbolizing loyalty and devotion and a constant reminder that the great leader is always with his people. While this tradition may seem unique, its origins can be traced back to the Chinese Cultural Revolution when supporters of Mao wore label pins featuring his portrait to demonstrate their loyalty. In North Korea, the practice began in 1967 during a period of intense political consolidation following the Kapsan faction incident. At the Second Conference of the Workers' Party in 1967, a group of veterans known as Kapsan faction challenged Kim Il-sung's growing cult of personality and criticized his political direction. In response, some party members began wearing badges with Kim Il-sung's portrait as a sign of support for his policies. Seizing the opportunity to suppress internal dissent, Kim Il-sung delivered a series of speeches that reinforced his authority and established a one-ideology system. He introduced the 10 principles for the establishment of a monolithic ideological system which mandated absolute loyalty to his leadership. Key principles included: we must honor the great leader Comrade Kim Il-sung with all our loyalty. We must make absolute the authority of the great leader Comrade Kim Il-sung. We must make the great leader Comrade Kim Il-sung's revolutionary ideology our faith and make his instructions our creed. We must adhere strictly to the principle of unconditional obedience in carrying out the great leader Comrade Kim Il-sung's instructions. By 1972, during celebrations of Kim Il-sung's 60th birthday, wearing the badges became compulsory for all citizens from age 16 leaving their homes. The pins come in various designs and colors, reflecting the social status. There are over 20 types, with the most prestigious featuring portraits of both Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il on a red background. Recently, pins depicting Kim Jong-un have also been introduced. These badges are considered sacred, and failure to wear them or losing one may result in interrogation and accusations of disrespect for the regime. The sacred nature of these pins makes them difficult for foreigners to obtain. Foreigners can only acquire them through special governmental recognition or by making significant donations, more than 100 euros, to Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il Fund. However, as the saying goes, what is permitted to Jupiter is not permitted to oxen. Kim Jong-un and his wife, Lee Seol-ju, have on several occasions been seen in Western-style suits without wearing any label pins. an ironic exception to the rules they enforce on their citizens. In North Korea, the Kim family is never referred to by name alone. Titles like Eternal President for Kim Il-sung or Dear Leader for Kim Jong-un elevate the family to an almost divine status. When addressing the leaders, even in casual conversations, North Koreans use elaborate titles such as Our Respected and Beloved Great Chairman Comrade Kim Jong-un.
격려하는 최고리 용도자 김정은 동지께
영광스러운 우리 당의 창건자 건설자이신 위대한 수령 김일성 동지께와 위대한 용도자 김종일 동지께
These grandiose epithets reinforce the perception of infallibility and immortality, drawing parallels with religious reverence. For example, Kim Il-sung's title, Eternal President, symbolizes his everlasting presence and influence over the nation, even after his death. North Korean journalists and writers often craft even more poetic and exalted titles, such as the Son of the Nation, Undefeated Commander, and Guiding Star, further cementing the leader's image as almighty and irreplaceable figures in the eyes of their people. In 1997, North Korea introduced the Chuchye calendar, which begins with the birth of Kim Il-sung in 1912. This calendar reconsiders time itself, much like religious calendars that mark significant events. Official documents and publications list the Chuchye year alongside the Gregorian year, placing the birth of Kim Il-sung on par with events like the birth of Christ in Christian tradition. North Korea is a country of portraits. Images of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il and now Kim Jong-un are omnipresent, displaced in every home, office, public building, school, university, and factory. These portraits are treated with utmost care and respect. Citizens are expected to save them in emergencies such as floods and fires, and those who do so are often considered as heroes and rewarded by the regime. Outdoor portraits are accurately protected from rain and snow, and even indoor displays may be equipped with cooling systems. In North Korea, leaders are sacred. Leaders' images are sacred, and almost everything they have touched or spoken has a kind of divine significance. The words of the Kim family are never to be questioned and are immortalized in history, often quite literally by being carved into stone. These inscriptions, known as Chinbilbi, are located across the country and serve as enduring symbols of the leader's authority. Chinbilbi stones typically feature quotes from speeches or handwritten notes by the leaders and are treated as sacred texts. One of the most famous examples is located in Morambon Park and features a reproduction of Kim Il-sung's first political speech from 1945. Other inscriptions may convey kind of ideological wisdom, such as water is rice, and rice is socialism. Fertilizer is abundance, and abundance is socialism. Certain locations in North Korea are considered holy due to their associations with the Kim family, and among these, Baekdo-san holds particular reverence. Linked to Kim Il-sung's guerrilla warfare against Japanese forces, the mountain is regarded as a holy site, and its blessed spirit is immortalized in numerous texts and songs. To emphasize the exceptionalism of the Kim family, North Koreans are taught that Kim Jong-il was born on this mountain, which is a fabricated narrative that aligns with the mythology surrounding their leadership. Songs, films, and literature reinforce this myth, glorifying the leader's love for the people and portraying the Kim family as inseparable from the North Korean state. Mausoleums are common in socialist and post-socialist countries, but even in these, North Korea stands apart. The Kim Il-sung Palace of Sun, where the bodies of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il are enshrined, carries a quasi-religious significance. The atmosphere within is designed to feel almost supernatural, with mist effects and soldiers maintaining its peace. Citizens are required to visit the palace periodically, and even Kim Jong-un himself makes annual visits to honor his predecessors. Another form of pilgrimage involves visiting eternal life towers. He on set up obelisks inscribed with messages celebrating the immortality of Kim Il-sung. During state holidays, citizens bring flowers and bow before these towers or Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il's widespread monuments to demonstrate their loyalty and respect. There might be some misunderstanding about why North Korean people appear so naive and trusting of the narratives mentioned above. The Kim family's mythology is deeply rooted in historical revisionism, portraying Kim Il-sung as a central figure in the fight against Japanese occupation during the Second World War, exaggerating his role while downplaying the contributions of other forces, such as the Soviet Union and the United States, in liberating Korea. This narrative reinforces the idea of Kim's exceptionalism and their supposed divine right to lead the nation. From a young age, North Koreans are surrounded by a tightly controlled flow of information where questioning the system is not just discouraged, it's risky. Every aspect of life, from education to media and daily routines, is centered on glorifying the Kim's family, leaving little space for doubt or independent thoughts. The personality cult surrounding the Kim family goes far beyond mere propaganda. Through rituals, symbols, and narratives, the regime has constructed a system of veneration that mimics many aspects of religious devotion. This phenomenon has not only sustained the Kim dynasty for over 7 decades, but has shaped the identity and worldview of the North Korean people. By understanding this mechanism, we can better reflect on the extraordinary hold the Kim family has over its nation. Thank you for watching and see you next time.